Hey guys, this book, Gone by Michael Grant, is so clever. It is beyond words. I closed this book and was speechless. If you guys aren't familiar with the Gone series, this is the first book. I have not read any of the other books yet. I've only read this one. But let me tell you, as much as this book was effed up, it was that much greater. If you're not familiar with the Gone series, it's about high school freshmen and everyone younger are in class and everything, and all of a sudden their teacher disappears. Not only did their teacher disappear, but later they find out everybody 15 and older are gone. It sounds great, doesn't it? Not really, because I'm 18, so I would be gone too. But if you're younger and you're watching this party, you think so? No. This book is horrifying. It is scary. It is gruesome. And I can't believe that he wrote some of the stuff that is in this book, but I have not read a book this good in a long time. It is written for a younger audience. The writing is simple. The dialogue is simple because it's coming from young teenagers and under. So the dialogue is simple. The writing is simple. It's long, but oh my goodness, it is so good. It's addicting. I don't know why I haven't bought the other books in the series. Let me get into what's it about. So I'm going to read the back because I feel like that's the easiest way in this case to show you what it's about. In the blink of an eye, everyone disappears. Gone. Everyone except for the young. Teens, middle schoolers, toddlers. But not a single adult. No teachers, no cops, no doctors, no parents. Gone too are the phones, internet, and television. There is no way to get help. Hunger threatens, bullies rule. A sinister creature lurks. Animals are mutating, and the teens themselves are changing, developing new talents. Unimaginable, dangerous, deadly powers that grow stronger by the day. Sorry, I'm pausing so much. Just so good. It's a terrifying new world. Sides are being chosen, and war is imminent. The first in a breathtaking saga about teens battling each other and their darkest selves. Gone is a page-turning thriller that will make you look at the world in a whole new way. What they mean by the powers is that these chicks, or that's a chick and that's a dude, I don't think she has any powers. So this guy right here, Sam, is the main character, and this is Astrid. They have the weirdest names in this book. So this dude right here, who does not look 14 whatsoever. I was 14, and none of the guys 8th grade / freshman year of high school look like that. Let me just tell you. I'm not saying that he's older too because he doesn't look that old. Maybe like 17. He might be like 24. Who knows? So they have powers. This isn't really spoiling anything, so don't worry about it. So some of them can produce fire in their hands, and others teleport, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's a little hard to read through because the dialogue is very simple. That's the only problem I had. It's everything was so simple that it kind of gave me a headache that I could not keep reading this mundane, writing. But you have to remember it's for younger audiences. The main characters in this book are this dude, whose name is Sam, this girl Astrid, and on the back, this is what I'm pretty sure. Diana, sorry, everything's backwards. And, oh crap, what's his name? Something like Kane, which is the stupidest name in the world. So in the beginning of the novel, they're all at school. The teacher it's literally 1 second he's there and the other second he's not. Gone. Where's my teacher? And all the little kids are like, I want my mom. So they all go to the town square, I guess you would say. No one can find their moms, and it's just really bad. If you haven't read this book, you can mute it. And then I'm going to go through talking about it, and then I'll do this. And when I do that, you can unmute it. I'll keep talking, and it won't be spoilers. Because I have to get through the events, and then I'll, explain other things. So, mute. So the teacher poofs, and the school of kids are left confused. Check. Sam, Quid, and Astrid take off to the town's plaza where the kids are meeting. Check. They go to look for Astrid's little brother. Let me just say that having an autistic 4-year-old with only, your older sister, watch you, that's just, oh my god, it gets to me. What is she, 14, and she's watching her little brother? That's just, and autistic children are not easy to work with. So over the 2 weeks, so many things happen. Fire, arrival of the coats. Let me just say, the coats were the biggest joke in the world. The coats were so, oh my god, they were just this, I started laughing at them. I was like, who does this? What in the world? Kids' powers emerge, stories of other kids' journeys. Oh, Okay, so there's not only Sam's point of view, which has Sam, Astrid, Quinn, all those, the main people, but there are other kids' points of views. So there's this other kid, I wish I could remember her name. There's other points of views and there's other stories. And one girl's, if you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about. One girl's story in the beginning when her grandpa was, and he just gone. That got to me so much. I literally put the book down and was shivering, not shivering, but like, oh, how could somebody write that? And if you guys like gore, you go ahead and read this book because it's nasty, but it's so good. Yeah, so if you haven't read this book, I gave it 4 stars, and I thought it was great. I thought it was very creative and very original. And even though the idea of no parents and everything is not original, the way he made it so real, and the way he made every single like kid's dream real, and see what happens when your dreams come true. Like, be careful what you wish for. Legit. I will never wish for my mom to go away after reading this book. Read it. Honestly, pick it up. And if you don't like the gore, there's honestly not that much gore. Not like people slaying each other, but there's like accidental gore, which accidents happen and like bones stick out, like that kind of stuff. Like, it's gross. But I say go ahead and read it, even if you're a little squeamish. But I think everyone needs to read this book, and I'm definitely going to read the series. So that's all for like the fluff. If you haven't read half, stay tuned. If you haven't, bye-bye. I'm going to do spoilers now. So my thoughts on the book. The whole thing with the coats, I thought were just like, I was laughing at this. The only... Everyone was talking so like high and mighty, and we're here to save you. We can drive. We're only 13, 14. And there's 12-year-olds like being like crazy and having these powers and talking, and everyone was talking like they're adults and big shots. When I was that age, I was not like that. I mean, maybe at 14 going on 15, I got a little snippy, but I was not a snippy child. I mean, I was very good. And even now, I'm good now too. I'm a little like, I don't know. I'm a little less goody-goody, but I was not like these children when I was younger. And I think if anything like this happened, I would have like shit my pants and laid on the floor and cried. But the whole like them talking like, oh yeah, you should do that, and we have to organize. I am ruler. I was just laughing through that whole part. Like, who do you think you are? I just want to go in the book and be like, excuse me, who do you think you are? Like, we don't. I don't even talk like that with my friends. No one talks like that if they were put into a position like that. No one. So they were just like, oh my gosh. And the whole thing with, like, the talking wolves, like, come on. That was just the line for me. I was like, oh, I stopped reading for, like, a week because I could not deal with the wolves at that point. Then I was like, I have to finish the story. It's so good. And then the battle at the end wasn't even a battle. It was just kind of like, like, fireballs, and no one really won. And then that green thing. What is that green thing? I wonder. Like, what is that? Where do they go? My number one thought was I could not take this kid seriously. I could not take them like talking like they were going to beat someone up and carrying baseball bats. I don't know who raised you. I don't know what you think you are, but if this really happened, I don't think anyone would be carrying baseball bats around and hitting people over the head. That would not happen. It would not. People would raid like the grocery stores and, hide in their house playing video games or something. No one would go around hitting people with baseball bats. Who do you think you are? I'm not gonna lie, some parts were hard to read, not only because it was so young in the dialogue, but they were just kind of like repetitive and boring. Because this book is really thick, you can see. Like, this is compared to another book. Like, it's really thick. It's like 2 of these. I mean, at some points I had to stop reading because I was so bored. I pushed myself back into it, and then within a few pages or chapter, it got better. So I really like this. I gave it 4 stars, and I'm very excited to buy the second one whenever I go back to Borders or whenever I get like a coupon and buy it. If you read it or if you're excited about reading it, tell me about it in the comments. You can also recommend books to me. Don't be shy to comment. Like, I don't know if people are not watching me or maybe just don't care to comment, but I'm open to comments. I would love reading your comments. Tell me what books to read or like introduce me to a new series. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye.